Welcome back to part 2 of Sunday afternoon cat yoga. We've got Banu over there somewhere. He is messing with the camera. So we're going to drop down into a hanging forward bend. Come here, Banu. All right, relax here. There he is. Uh-oh. Don't knock over my water. Please don't knock my water over. Okay. I'm worried about this water. There we go. So we'll go from our hanging forward bend back to lunge. Pick a side, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then step back up. Relax here. Come here, Banu. So when you're ready, then step the other foot back into your lunge. What are you looking at? Okay. And step forward. Relax again. And we can go back to downward facing dog. You can always walk your hands forward, you can walk your hands back, or you can bend your knees and hop back. I'll try not to be too abrupt. How about one more breath here? And then we'll work our way slowly into our mermaid pose. So I'm going to slide my left knee forward. Okay, and then just drop just straight down onto that leg and just relax here. So if you're just having a nice mellow day, you can just hang out here. Nothing wrong with this pose right here. You could come up into sort of a half of a cobra here. Arching the back a little bit, stretching the abs out. Make sure this back leg is active and not just laying there doing nothing. So it's extending. And you could stay here, or you could come up a bit higher, up onto your knee. And then from here on out, you'll have no more support, so you have to engage your abs to protect your lower back. So my arms are going to come out to the sides. I'm going to turn to the side. And then, so get your good posture. Either stay here or see if you can grasp that back foot. You can do even better than this. I can't demonstrate it. You would want to get your foot in the crook of the elbow. the inside of your elbow, and then bring palm to palm here. So it would, I'm going to release my foot and show you, it would be like this with my foot right here. Anyway, we're done here. We're going to come back down, all the way down. And then we'll switch legs. So relax down onto that bent leg. This seriously might be all you want to do, is just stay here, letting gravity open the hip, the knee, the ankle. And then the next stage would be to come up to sort of a half of a cobra. Stay here or come up a little higher, support yourself on your knee, and then engage the abs to protect the lower back. Arms come out to the sides, turn to the other side, and then grasp the foot. Breathe here. How about one more breath here? Gently release all the way back down. And then to center ourselves, why don't we go back to child pose? We'll do the extended version with the arms out in front of us. And our next boat-related pose would be our canoes. So first we'll do the canoe facing down, or prostrate. So I'm lowering myself all the way down. You can be on your chin or your forehead, or your nose, whatever is comfortable. Palms together, feet together. So if you like, you can engage your abs strongly and lift the feet and the hands up a little bit. But remember, this is going to go straight into your back, so be careful of your back. Little bit's all you need. All right, that was enough for me. And then I'm going to roll onto my side without using my arms or legs. Just kind of come out onto your side. This is our next canoe. And you can see if you can get to your other side without your arms and legs. Close enough. If you want, you can raise the arms and legs a little bit. And then roll onto your back. If you're off your mat, you can, I think you're okay, or scooch back over onto your mat. And then engaging the abs very strongly. See if you can get Your hands and feet even just high enough up to slide a book of matches underneath. And then fine. And if that went into your lower back, then hug your knees gently to release your lower back. Okay, so you could rock to sitting, hold behind your knees, and rock to sitting, or just come up to sitting any way you like. And we will do the compass pose that we referred to earlier. So this leg is just down here for stability. And this leg is the one that's going to be going up. But the point of the pose is not really to get the leg up as high as you can. The point is to stretch the back of the leg, the hamstrings, right? So, in other words, I would rather see something like this than something like that. This is, the leg seems higher, but it's not really doing much. And even if you hold here, you're not getting it. So I'd rather see push out through the heel and not even get your leg very high at all. So I'm good for about this these days. Used to be able to get my foot behind my head, but not lately. Boy, everybody's so sleepy today. Notice how he's on his mat, he's not on her mat. They know. Let's take one more breath here. And then release down. Switch legs. Whenever you're ready, commence. Any sort of grip that you like. It can be like that, like this. Both hands. Whatever works best for you. So this is our compass. We do this because every boat hopefully has a compass. And then speaking of boats, we'll do a couple of boats. We'll do the classic. Yeah, let's just do the classic. So this is actually a balance, but it works the core very strongly. So let's have the deck of the boat be flat. There's more difficult versions, but let's just keep a nice boat with a nice flat deck. One leg comes up, think about your balance, and then the next other leg comes up. Now you're balancing, lift the chest, flatten the back if you can, flatter than mine. Look up slightly and keep breathing. Keep the abs nice and tight. How about one more breath here and then lay back. We'll do a different sort of a boat. It's a much larger boat. So come up, start here and then see if lowering your legs is going to be a problem for your back. Remember to engage your abs and press your lower back into the mat. So I'm thinking about something like this. How about one more breath? And then hug your knees. So let's come back up to sitting one more time. And then let's do, I had meant to do a canoe when we were standing, similar to like a candlestick pose, but we can do it from kneeling. All right, it's never too late. So from kneeling, bring the arms up. I'll move back in case you can't see my hands. Okay, so from here we're just gonna, it's a side stretch, we're just gonna bend to one side like a canoe. Never too late to get a little extra side stretch in. Remember, feel that stretch not just in your ribs, but from hip to elbow. Actually, hip to shoulder, they go together, and then knee to elbow, and then maybe knee all the way up to the wrist. And then an inhale, come up to center. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath here, and exhale over to the other side. So, but not just over, up, slightly back, and then over. Keep breathing. Spread that stretch out all through the whole side. Don't look for any muscles. This is all connective tissue that you're stretching, not muscles. And on an inhale, come back to center. We can do a little back bend. As long as we're here, look up, arch your back, pull your hands back. One more breath. Come back to vertical. Big deep breath. Extend up as high as you can. And then exhale. Float the arms down. So this leaves almost one or two more poses. Come back down to laying on your back. And remember, we'll do our bridge pose because boats go under bridges all the time. So remember how we do our bridge. We're not going to plank up because we already do planks, right? So we're going to use this as a spinal check-in or a spinal inventory. So contrary to what you think, before anything can go up, something goes down. So you draw the abs down, press the lower back into the mat, the tailbone tips upward, and now starting down at the tailbone, lift the spine away from the mat, one vertebra at a time. Take your time, rolling upward. Bring those hips up as high as you can and then join your hands underneath you. And we can walk our feet away from us. This is more like a Japanese ornamental bridge. One more breath here. Walk your feet back in. Move your arms out of the way, and then we're going to bring the spine back down into contact with the mat, one vertebra at a time. Take your time. Okay, great. When you finally reach the mat, hug your knees to your chest. Remember, we're not struggling with our knees. Our only intention is to loosen the lower back. It has nothing to do with our legs. And then bring the knees together in a little bundle, arms out to the sides, go into our final twist, knees to one side, head to the other, relaxing completely. Very slowly, bring your knees over to the other side. So I don't really mention this very often, but The correct form for this pose, what we're doing now, is with both shoulders pressing into the mat, even if it means the knees can't come over as far. And the knees are pressed together, the ankles, the feet, the calves, the knees, the thighs are all gently pressed together. So I hope I didn't ruin the relaxation value of it for you, but it's just good every now and then to remind you of what they say is correct. Let's come back to center. Hug your knees to your chest one final time. So what we'll do is sometimes it's hard to know how to relax unless you can contrast relaxation with total tension. So what we'll do is from here, come out into your starfish pose. So come into a 5-pointed star or like a starfish laying on the beach and bring energy. I hate to even say the word tension, but just bring energy to all your limbs, reaching out as far as you can. Your head is pulling up away from your body. Your heels are pulling away from your body. Your hands are pulling away from your body. Everything is tense and engaged as much as possible. Take one more breath here and then release and just sort of bring everything back down into your corpse pose. Your arms and legs are a little closer to your body, palms facing up. Everything is completely relaxed now. Totally relaxed. Go into your long, even, natural breathing into your belly like an infant. So I'm going to slowly come up, but you don't have to. I'm going to take a deep, reawakening breath, and I'm going to roll onto my side, come into a fetal position, support my head, take a few more breaths here. Slowly come up to sitting with your hands to your heart. So the only yoga quote I have that involves The ocean is by Gironda from the 17th century. He said, "The body wears away like an unbaked clay pot placed in the ocean. We temper the pot in the fire of yoga. Namaste." And thank you all for practicing with me. It's always an extreme pleasure to spend this time with you, and we will see you again soon.